Show you right, show you right. You know the Bible says Hebrews 10 and 25, man, do not forsake the assembling of yourselves together. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying though. My brothers, man, I love my brothers, man. They could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but man, they chose to be here with me, huh? Yeah. And not being up scriptures, but I'm still cut up. And I ain't rolling solo, I'm surrounded by brothers. And now we ain't no squares, we be round for each other. And we don't turn our nose up, we down for each other. And not being up scriptures, but I'm still cut up. And I ain't rolling solo, I'm surrounded by brothers. And now we ain't no squares, we be round for each other.
All right, all praises to the Most High God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This SOH 144K. We got the examples of the light with us as well. We got Brother Ty with us tonight. All praises, and Sister Yeshaya. All praises to the Most High God. Tonight's title is going to be called The Holy Bond of Brotherhood. I'm going to repeat that again. The Holy Bond of Brotherhood. Last week we did the Holy Bond. We did the sisterhood lesson, but that kind of veered off into something else. But like I always say, we always going to go where the Spirit leads. I don't never know where it's going to go. We just go where the Spirit others us to go, and we just be obedient and follow that, because wherever the Spirit goes, somebody need that. It's a message for somebody out there. So we just being obedient and following, right? So let's start off with the book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4.
This is the book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
All praise. So again, every time we read that verse, it lets us know that how we find comfort is reading these scriptures, knowing that we got next. After all this mess that we're living through right now, the trials and tribulations, if we stay steadfast and be faithful, we get peace. At the end, we got next. We got the kingdom. It's already written. All we got to do is follow the instructions. And these instructions are written right here in this book. God gives us the cheat sheet, right? And it's crazy. Like in school, when you used to get the cheat sheet, you use it. God gives you a cheat sheet for life and for eternal life. But a lot of times we don't want to use it, right? Even though we know it's there, we always, not we, but our people, and sometimes ourselves, always want to lean into our own understanding, even though Romans chapter, 3 and 5 says, lean not unto your own understanding. God says, I give you life and death. And then he says, choose life. And what is life? Keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. What is death? Doing your own thing. So he give us a cheat sheet, give us the answers, but we continue to go left. All right, let's grab the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 11.
Book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do as ability which God giveth, that God in all things may be glorified through Jesus Christ, whom we praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
All right. So anytime that we speak, we're going to give you thus saith the Most High God, book, chapter, verse, not my own words, right? All right, let's go to Matthew 22, 36 through 40.
Matthew 26.
22. 22, 36 through 40.
Okay. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 20 and verse 36. It says, Master, which is the great commandment of the law, in the law? Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
So it is a commandment that we are to love our brothers and our sisters as we love ourselves. So that's where the holy bond of brotherhood come in. Hey, Brother Damien, can you grab the definition of bond? I'm going to grab that real quick.
Something that binds or restrains. A binding agreement.
Boom, a binding agreement. So what binds us together? Like if we know that we can't have a bond with people of the world, people that are not in this walk, right? We can be that light or an example. We don't throw those people to the side, but I can't trust those people, right? The people that I trust are my brothers and sisters that's walking in the same light that I'm walking in, is walking on the same path that I'm walking in. Because the other path, broad is the road to destruction, but narrow is the path to lead to life. So our people that are not yet awakened and we're not in agreement with them, they're headed to on the road to destruction. But that's why I always say that we are to be the light. We don't throw those people away. We still love our brothers and sisters because at the end of the day, we don't know who's chosen, right? We can plant seeds today and it can take, we don't know how long it can take for that seed to start growing. But our job is, as long as they're not resisting, as long as they're not coming up against the word, we just continue to water as if they're willing to learn and willing to accept it. All right. And everybody don't, like in school, like I remember math, some people get it, some people don't. Some people are slower learners than others. That's the same way in this truth. Some people are slow learning, and some people have a ceiling. Everybody don't have the same ceiling, the same knowledge in this truth. So we always got to remember that as well. All knowledge ain't for everybody. Some people just going to get the basic, and some people are going to get the more advanced, right? So be like Brother Joshua said, be great at what you do. But as long as it's acknowledging the Most High God and moving in the spirit that He has you to move in, and we trying to get this kingdom. All right, let's grab the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 4.
In the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 4. It says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down.
I think I wrote, it's like it, scratch that out. I think I wrote that down wrong. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11 through 19.
This 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 11. It says, wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another.
And do what? Hold on, do what?
Edify one another.
So the scripture says we are supposed to edify one another, right? That's like Romans 15 and verse 4. The word brings us comfort. So comfort ourselves together and edify one another, teach one another, right? But also be willing to listen and also be willing to be corrected when we are wrong. It's not about being right. It's about being righteous. Go ahead, King.
It says, and edify one another, even as also ye do. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you.
That's the key word right there. We got to know those that labor amongst us, right? Because the example that I like to use is, who was that? Achan, right? Achan in the book of Joshua, when he had the unclean things in his tent and everybody else around him was suffering because of that, the hidden sin that he had, but people was getting killed for that. We go to war, we would lose. And we couldn't understand why we were losing in these wars because we had somebody in the camp that was in the midst of sin. So that's why we got to know those that labor among us. Go ahead, King.
It says, and we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord and admonish you. Verse 13, and to esteem them very highly in love.
In what?
In love.
Mm-hmm.
For their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves.
Mm.
It says, now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient toward all men.
Whoa, rewind that again. Be what?
It says, be patient toward all men.
And that's what I've been working on the last couple of weeks, my patience, because I think I get that from my grandmother, because my grandmother used to be like, I don't have time for the foolishness, and she like out. So I think I get that from her. Like my patience be kind of, especially for foolishness. I got short patience for foolery. You know what I'm saying? But we have to be patient with our people, but to an extent. Go ahead, Sister Yishrai.
I just wanted to say, because it says those who labor amongst you, and it's
Mm-hmm.
something that's been on my mind as of recent and lately. And so I've been kind of pulling myself away from a lot of social media platforms because what I find, well, here's my question and my dilemma is we spend so much time with each other behind the screens, but when do we actually spend time together, in the flesh? And how much can you really get to know someone behind the screen
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the flesh, and so I know that would like entail like, okay, occasional travel or even conversations just outside of, any, and I'm not talking about this platform, just in general. But I don't know, that's just been on my mind and my thought process. So when you brought that scripture out, it just made me think even more. I'm gonna have to meditate on that one too, because it's just, can sisterhood, can brotherhood truly be developed and maintained when it's all online, when
I'm
it's
gonna say
all
this.
behind the
It's a
screen?
plug. This is a plug. They're having the Hebrew Summit in Dallas, Texas, January 22nd. January 22nd. Boy, and that's a good question, sis. That's a good question. But we have to be, since we're all spread out, like Brother Joshua's in South Carolina, Brother Damon is in, you in Maryland, right? Maryland, I'm in Florida, you in Florida, Sister Shekinah, she's in Georgia. So we all kind of spread out right now. But hey, I travel. I don't have no problem with traveling. But so we can at least come together and break bread. I was thinking about that recently as well. So we can at least like come together and break bread. That sounds like that would be a good idea since we on the screen all the time. Just come together and break bread at least once or twice a year. I have no problem with traveling. If that's all cool with everybody else, all praise to the Most High God, we can make it happen. You got something, Brother Joshua?
I'm just listening. I'm gonna touch on some points in a minute.
Okay. All right. Where you was at, Brother Damien?
I was at verse 15. Verse 15 says, see that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men.
That's 19.
It says, verse 16, it says, rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. Verse 19 says, quench not the spirit.
Quench not the spirit. So basically what it says is we're not to quench our brothers and sisters' spirit. Let them be, if they don't fall for the Most High God, let them be. You know what I'm saying? Let them keep pushing, because the Most High God puts spirits on people to just like how we was when we first came in the truth. And don't be, basically what they're saying is don't quench somebody's spirit. What's the word I'm looking for? How can I explain this? Just because they're doing something that you don't have the courage to do, don't quench their spirit. Don't belittle them. Let them be great, right? Grab Sirach chapter 6, verse 7.
In Sirach chapter 6 and verse 7. I'm going to start at verse 6. Verse 6 says, be in peace with many, nevertheless have but one counselor of 1,000. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
And we've all been through that. You got people, I know, especially coming out the world, especially the life I used to live, you got people that are friends just from the occasion, just for if you're doing good and it can benefit them. But as soon as you hit rock bottom and hit hard times, even when, say, you giving them a ride all the time, I'm gonna break it down to something even simpler. Say they don't have a car, you giving them a ride, right? But one day you don't have a car and they got a car. A lot of times they won't come pick you up. They won't do the same thing that you did to them. That's not a true friend. A true friend is a friend through any situation and supposed to always be there to help his brother or sister, not just when it only can benefit me. Even when it might hinder me, right? Even if I got $10 and he need what 8 of them, I gotta give it to him. Because Most High God gonna give me that by double. I'm not looking for a double reward, but that's what the scripture says, right? So we always got to be careful of that. Always look out for one another. Always be lifting your righteous. I'm gonna repeat that. Righteous brothers and sisters. What's that scripture in the Apocrypha? Help not a sinner. You got that one, King?
12.
Sirach 12. Yeah, Sirach 12 and 1. Mm-hmm.
It says, Sirach chapter 12, verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2 says, do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, and if not from him, yet from the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3, there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms.
So no to him that giveth no alms. Alms is like when you just give somebody hey Josh, explain that. Alms is when
Alms
you
is
just
a good deed. It's a good deed.
deed.
See, so you can look at it on many occasions. Like back
Mm-hmm.
in that time, you give money to the church and sell your land to help out, but it's a good deed that you're giving from
Yeah,
from sincerity, not for show. It's
not
a
for
it's
sure.
a good sign of you doing something because you care about your people. Even a bottle of water to a brother that's thirsty, that's
Mm-hmm.
alms. Something
Yeah.
simple, something somebody might think is something minute, but it's something that the Lord sees. Because He said, "Hey, when I was hungry, you fed, you gave me something to drink. When I was naked, you clothed me." So, giving somebody a
Mm-hmm.
pair of shoes in righteousness, not saying you going around helping everybody out, because this chapter is letting you know that you just can't help everybody out because it's you don't supposed to, because you'll be rewarded double for doing wrong. Keep reading, King.
Verse 5, it says, no, verse 4, it says, give to the godly man and help not a sinner. Verse 5 says, do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread, and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby. For else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him.
Keep going.
Verse 6, for the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
Keep reading.
It says, give unto the good and help not the sinner.
See that? So when you go back into thinking about this, so going back to the whole topic, yes, Ron, you don't mind me? Can I
Go
say
ahead,
something?
King. Go ahead.
So going back into this whole conversation about your brother, and even when you start at the very top of it, it says, "Can nothing good come to him that's occupied in sin?" So I'm gonna use an example. We talked about patience with our people. It's a level to patience because it's pointless of trying to feed some. It's pointless of me trying to water a dead plant.
Mm-hmm.
If it's dead, why am I still wasting my water on it? It's pointless. So the Bible said there can nothing good come to him that's occupied in evil. If you're occupied in evil by sin, when you understand when we say evil, I'm giving you what is good. We always do that precept. What is good? Good is keeping these commandments. That's Romans chapter 7 and 12.
Yeah.
So we know the commandments are good. And there can nothing good come to him that's occupied in evil. So it's a level to which to certain things we saying like you right. Certain people understanding will not be at a cap. Now it's levels on that. So I won't expect everybody to understand the Daniel breakdowns and understand the 12 the 7-headed drag. It's hard to understand certain things. I get it. 10 horns. I get it. Certain things you read, you be like, okay, this is hard to figure out. But the basics, I'm talking about the real basics that people question. Is the only reason why they question because they're still occupied in evil.
Mm-hmm.
And now the conversation is holy Brotherhood. What's conversation again?
The
Say it
holy
again.
bond of brotherhood.
Holy bond. Now we got to go back into understanding what does holy mean.
Clean.
What does holy mean? Holy means
Consecrate.
set apart.
Set apart.
Separate. Yeah, set apart.
It
Yeah.
means separate. So the Lord told you, so we're going to have a holy bond. A bond means a unity, something that's stuck together. And it's talking about brotherhood. And we're talking about a brotherhood right now with these precepts. So if I'm going to have a holy bond with anybody, I can't have a holy bond with people that's not thinking the way I think, because that's only going to lead to confusion. The Bible tell you, and so I can live peacefully with everybody because I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to deal with wicked people. I see wicked people every day. Do they bother me? No, they don't. Know why? Because I don't deal with them. The Bible say abstain from all appearances of evil. I do that. If you're moving in a wicked spirit, hey, I'm not dealing with you, because guess what? I'm being righteous, trying my best, still fighting these demons every day. And then you come along with your wicked demons, and they add to whatever I'm fighting, and I'm fighting, and then they bring other people, and now I'm fighting a whole big battle by myself because I thought this was a holy bond. When that brother should have been having his sword with him, and we fighting back to back. But no, they comfortable with their demons, and now I gotta be comfortable with their. Now I'm out the truth, celebrating Christmas. Madness. Nah, I can't do it. Yes, Sharon.
I feel you.
I'm on a point now that I am literally thinking about Philippians 2:12 all the time.
Bring it out. Bring it out, King.
I think about that precept. I think that's it, King. Bring it out if you didn't mind.
Philippians chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, buried with him in baptism.
That's a Philippians?
Oh, why?
Right.
Why are we doing that? I be
It's all right. Hey, it gets me too
when I go
sometimes, King.
Man. Dang. Philippians chapter 2 and verse 12. For real this time.
It's all right.
It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
I think about that every day, man, because I'm too busy worrying about the next, man, and I can miss my token out of here by trying to worry about something. Now, it's okay. Now, I'm talking about for other people. Now, if my brother's going hard and you call me and say, brother, I need you to pray with me, I need you to fast with me, I'm dropping everything. Guess what I'm doing? Praying and fasting. Which you know why? Because I know your mind is according to my mind. I know you thinking the same way I'm thinking. And why wouldn't I fight with my brother? This is my brother that needs me, and he think I can do it. Hey, I'm doing it with him. We're going to be back to back fighting these spirits together. But you got to be my brother. You got to be my sister. I'm not about to do this for somebody that's going to be like, I'm fighting with them, fasting with them. I'm fasting. They didn't even fast. They lied to me and said they was going to fast. They eat the cheeseburger the same hour I'm fasting. And I'm over here saying, Lord, please take away. I mean, it's not for, I don't care about me per se, but I'm wasting this time when I could be giving that to somebody who really sincerely needed it. I can't do it, man. I got to love my people that's thinking the way I'm thinking. And like you said, some people ain't your friend until it's that time. You realize they ain't your friend. I got a precept. Proverbs 17:7.
Oh, yeah.
Proverbs
17, which one?
You got that in there?
No, go ahead. If it is, go ahead. Don't matter. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 7.
17.
Oh, 17. 17 and 17. A friend loveth at all times.
So a friend gonna love at all times. Even if we have a disagreement. I'm like, all right, brother, okay. But I'm not gonna hate, well, hey, he's off the list. No, that's madness. We're gonna talk about it, we're gonna deal with it, and we over it. But I love you at all times. So not gonna, I hate this Negro, man. We ain't even dealing with him no more. We don't move in that spirit of the world. That's not how it works, man. Go ahead, King.
It says, and a brother is born of adversity.
And a brother is born for adversity. You're going to have a brother born for adversity. That's going to have your back during the fire. How many brothers you got? How many people you know right now you can call on your phone and say, brother, I need you to pray and fast with me. Can you do that right now? Well, brother, I'm in the middle of eating this cheeseburger. Can we do it tomorrow? Hey, think about it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hey, sis, I need you to do this with me. And they'd be like, well, sis, well, can we do this next Thursday? Next Thursday is Monday. I know, but next Thursday seemed good. Not Thursday coming up, but next Thursday. How many people? Think about it. We're talking about brotherhood. How many people do you really believe that will really do this with you? Now, I get what sister was talking about. She said we need to come together. I love for that to happen. But is it just to gather, or is it literally to build each other up? Because a lot of people want to get together, like almost like families. They only come together for Halloween holidays, and that's it. They don't call each other none out the whole year. We are different in this truth. We're supposed to move different in this truth. We're supposed to gather different in this truth. We're supposed to be. That's why we holy and separate. Everything is different. The way we love each other is different. The way we connect with each other is different. Everything got to be different. So when we talk about a brotherhood, it's not talking about a sorority or a fraternity. That madness, where a brother show you his brother by whipping your ass the whole hell week or whatever it's called. That's not brotherhood. I don't want to get beat to be proven that you love me. Got me dipping my head in toilet bowl juice, talking about you want to be part of this, brother. No, brother, I don't. I don't think that's real brotherhood. That's madness.
That's the Greek.
That's that complete madness. So when it comes to a real bond, a real agreement, a real covenant, it should be it gotta be mighty, man. It gotta be mighty. Can I get another precept if you didn't mind?
Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Can we get Sirach chapter 6, King? I think it's 6. Maybe it's 6. I gotta check. I think Jake be going on
6 and 1.
Well, we can start there if you want.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 1. It says, instead of a friend, become not an enemy, but thereby thou shalt inherit a ill name, shame, and reproach. Even so shall a sinner that has a double tongue.
Hey, can we deal with something right quick, man? The word friend, I hate it because it's not used the way the Bible uses it. Now, the way the Bible describes a friend is on another level. I'm gonna get a precept right quick, then we're gonna jump back there because we gotta show what real brotherhood is and everything, man. So the way the Bible describes a friend is different according to the way the world describes. Like, you was my friend, I ain't your friend no more. You my friend, ain't your friend. Hey, that's madness. Go to shoot, we can go to a lot of them right now, man. I'm thinking about a lot. Dang, some mighty stuff. Let's go to John. Let's go to John chapter 15, and let's start at 12. Let's just start at 12. Let's start at 12.
John chapter 15 and verse 12. It says, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Yahweh
Shah said, this is my commandment, that you love one another as I love you. So guess what? Not love, because guess what? He say love your neighbor as you love yourself. Y'all Negroes don't even know how to love yourself. So he said, hey, scratch that. Love y'all. Love you each other like I love you. I love you a lot. So he gonna show us how much he loves us.
Verse 13, it says, greater love has no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends.
How many people you know that will willingly lay down their life for? Hey, no, you got friends, right? Let's deal with it. You got friends. How many friends in your holy bond, covenant, brotherhood, and sisterhood that you got that will lay down their life for you? Hey, just think about it. I'll let you think about it for a second. Let you marinate with that for a little bit. You'll be like, damn, I don't know one person that will literally die for you. That will die for you. Who you know that's gonna die for you? Like, really, like die, like not
on the real
in the game when you come back.
Yeah.
This is a friend that will lay down.
Not on the game when you come back.
This is like you won't. Hey, this is it.
Ain't no coming back.
Think about it.
Hey, yo.
When you think about brotherhood and the holy bond, I think about a few people, man. When you think about this, of course, you think about Yahweh Shah. You got to think about Yahweh Shah. He was the best friend you can have. I got a friend in Jesus. That's some funny stuff when you think about it. Church songs, but then you got to think about. Then you think about Abraham. He was a friend of God.
Yep.
willing to sacrifice his only son, that the Lord said, listen, hey, with this boy, hey, I'm gonna make him a great nation, Abraham. He gave Abraham that promise that his son was gonna be a great nation. And then he said, hey, I need you to sacrifice him to me. But he ain't questioned God. He just went into it and said, hey, I'll do it. And then he became the friend of God. Like, hey, you can't just become God's friend.
Now,
So when you think about the word friend,
It goes a long way.
it make you think about life a little bit. You gotta, hey, before you say words, just think about it. You can't say, yeah, I got a lot of friends. No, you don't, because not one of your friends you know gonna lay down. They won't even answer the phone if you had a flat tire.
Real.
So this is the deep conversation, because you'll find out what really is brotherhood and sisterhood. Because if you don't have that holy bond, which they don't want to see us have, because it's called unity. And I was talking about this this morning. I said every time when you see us gather together, Lord's will we could bring it out. They always set us up against each other. They always get us to kill each other or to try to destroy the situation. Let's use an example. So in every bond, in every group, you know that the Lord told us, and like we bring out in Romans 15:4, we'll love for everybody to be perfect in one mind. But Yahushua, he's the blueprint. He's the blueprint of everything. Even Jesus had a devil in his group. He had a snake in his group. I thought about the movie, the Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, I like
Hey,
that
if you watch that movie, you gotta watch that movie again. And that movie really would have you sad. Granted, them brothers was doing things, not according to the law, statutes, and commandments, but they loved their people in their way of thinking about what love was. But they had a brother to kill another brother so they can stop the movement. They always do that. They don't want to see the unity of brotherhood, especially with us Israelites. When they start saying they're getting a whiff of, oh my God, is that brotherhood? Destroy them. We possess a power that people can't even fathom. The Lord told you, gather yourself together. If we come together like we're supposed to and wake up the 144, we out of here, man. That's the power we possess to get out of this place. But they always put little tricks and traps to make us hate each other more and more every single day. I'm jealous of you. I'm angry of you. I'm going to make sure I'm against you so it can stop the brotherhood. They always call it, with the so-called blacks, the crab in the barrel spirit.
And
they don't want you, they don't want you to get above. Nah, you got to be better than that, brother. But so-called Mexicans don't think like that. They'll pile up in one damn house for 3 years. And after 3 years, they'll have everything they wanted.
How they work
3
together.
years. Come together. But Jake, nah, I want this house. This is my house by myself. I want to have the best house on the block. I want these niggas to know I'm stunting on them. What? That's just madness. On your own brother? So brotherhood is heavy, King. Brotherhood is heavy. So go back to Sirach 6, King.
Oh, and since you said that, I was watching this story. His brother was in prison. He said when the Mexicans come in, his Mexican brothers go up there and give him like canteen, you know what I'm saying, make sure he's straight. He said, but when a black man come in, he got to get ready to fight. They're going to size him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the? But the Mexicans stick together and we don't, because we were programmed to hate one another. And it's sad, but that's what it is. We don't see God in each other. We see nigga, because that been drilled in us our whole lives. And that's what we see. So your life is invaluable when I only see you as a nigga instead of you as a God.
And that's who I want in my crew. If I'm going to have a crew or a clique or a gang, what do people call it? A posse. Everybody in my posse are gods. This is a God-like posse, man. We're walking the spirit of this is an army. And we're God soldiers, man. And that's how we all thinking. Well, no, Josh, I'm not a god. I'm just a regular nigga. Well, hey, you can't be a part of the team, brother. If you thinking like that, you can't be part of the team. Yeah, Josh, he's right. We're nothing but niggas. We'll never be nothing. We always will always have never been nothing.
And that's stuff also with.
Yeah, that's what you see, man. I try to build
Golly.
people. Yeah, that's how I get, Dane. That's how I get. And that spirit rub off on each other.
Now, let me
Oh,
read this real quick. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of
Soldier.
Christ. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
That's it. That's it. We're soldiers, man. I got soldiers on my team, man. We're not
Uh,
falling back. We not, oh, child, well, yeah, sure, it's okay. He went back to the world. And,
we
sometimes it get, no, hell no, we fighting. What's
get
going
around
on,
the
man?
bus before I do that.
Yeah, man. Hey, hand me some swords. We fighting together.
Mm.
Go ahead, Dane. Bring up what you about to say.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
Yeah, you can't make that stuff up, man.
I mean, that's what I thought of. Yeshua said the Mexicans, they'll help each other. But then when our people walk in there and they look at each other, that's what I thought of. It says, so Deuteronomy 28:54 says,
And look how that first word that it's gonna say.
so that the man that is tender among you.
See, tender. We supposed to be tender among each other, not no effeminate type stuff. But that's my brother, endearment, love. Like that's my guy right there, man. I love that guy. Nah, nigga, what you looking at? I'll put hands on you, brother. Why? What the hell? What
Golly.
the? Well, you want to fight? I just said hello. That's it. Nah, nigga, ain't no hello over here. Ain't no hello over here.
We say, what's
Brother,
up over here? Hey,
brother, you doing too much. Nah, that's that spirit though.
Yeah.
it says that is tender among you and very delicate. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
You
Can't make this up. And then toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. But
which he shall lead.
that's the first thing it said. That's the first thing, the evil eye towards his brother. Then your wife and then your children.
And if you be sitting, I'll be sitting in traffic sometime, I'll be watching our people. It's like they always got their face balled up angry. I'm like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Why you so mad already?
Why you woke up, man, bro?
Get your face balled up. Come on, man. We gotta learn how to. I know people go through things, but you can't let what you're going through eat you up. You gotta think peace on everything. I know everything ain't peaceful, but you gotta get your mind in a better place. Or that will destroy you. You got whatever that is inside of you. You got to find a way to get that spirit up off you, or it will internally destroy you from the inside
See
out.
that though? But you see that though? A lot of people got those spirits on them because they around those spirits every day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're around righteous people every day, are you gonna walk around with your lip poked out and you're gonna be, hey, I can't wait to get on the call with my brothers, man. I can't wait to bring out this truth. So I get what this talking about. We need to gather together. Imagine us gathering together, not on this no more, but came together. That'd be a mighty class, man.
Hey, that's funny how you said that, because when you watch Rocky, the first one, he was like, you hang out with yo-yo people, you get yo-yo friends. You hang out with dumb people, you get dumb friends. You hang out with righteous people, you get righteous friends. You hang out with sinners, you get sinner friends. Like,
And that's what it is, man. And as much as and like the Bible tell you now, we're separated from the world to an extent. So when we say we're separated from the world, we don't follow the ways of the world. But we still live in the world because, like Jesus said, he said, I take them out of the world. I don't take them out of the world, but I pray that you be with them while they in this world. And that's what we do every day. We know that we're in this world. The Lord ain't take us out of it, but we don't follow the ways of this world. So the way Yahweh told us to live, that's the way we're living, man. And the way he told us to be friends, yeah, in this world.
This world.
Because we're that light in this world, in this dark place. That's going to turn to light eventually when the Son of God comes back. God willing.
Hey, grab
finish out
bro.
Start at 6.
Yeah, hey, finish that. Then we'll go out somewhere else.
You could jump down to verse you get the point at verse 14, King.
We start
read on down.
Verse 14. It says, a faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that has found such and one has found a treasure.
The Lord said a faithful friend is like a treasure. Go ahead.
It says, nothing does countervail. A faithful friend in his excellency is invaluable. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him.
You fear the Lord, He gonna give you a faithful friend. It's a medicine of life, man. Medicine make you feel better. Go ahead.
It says, verse 17, it says, whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
You see that? As he is, so shall his neighbor be also. Go ahead, sis.
Oh gosh, a mouthful. So when you were talking about spirits and just from a sister's standpoint, right? I had a sister who was going through something and I was praying, crying, boohoo crying on and just on her behalf. And when I told her, she says, I'm fine with whatever's happening. She's like, don't cry for me, don't pray for me. And that hurt my spirit because I'm like, what kind of spirit is on this sister? What kind of spirit? So when you talk about spirits being on them, that's one way it can be. And then you mentioned the type of spirits that you're around, and it's just like looking back and it's like, wow, the type of spirits that have been let in have actually are showing in the result of what's going on with you, and it's like we don't guard ourselves. And I say that because we're talking about, brotherhood, but you were talking about friendship, and most sisters will probably think the sister that's not the loudest, the sister that's not always in the forefront doing the most is not a true friend, but that could be the friend that's praying the most for you. That could be the friend that's going, that's discerning for you. That could be that friend, but most sisters will be looking for that friend that's always out there or always boisterous or always visible. And it may not always be the case. And then you will neglect or lose that friend because of what you're looking for, the physical, the outward. So I just wanted to share those three things.
No,
I got a precept for what you just said, sis. And this is heavy because that's messed up. You out there crying and praying for the sister. No, pray for me. I'm like, what? What you mean don't pray for you?
Pray for you. Yeah, that's yeah, man. Yeah.
Go to Psalms 35 and verse. This is what David said. This is a mighty precept, 35 and 13.
Psalms chapter 35 and verse number 13. It says, but as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth.
See, when they said my clothes are sackcloth, what is that going into? Fasting. Go ahead.
I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned into my own bosom.
So when you look at certain people, you have people out there that's willing to do that for your friend, but then they'll give you a shrewd turn. Like, what? Dang, I'm out here going hard for you. You telling me you ain't need it? Well, it's not about what they seen or what you did. It's about what the Lord saw. You did that with a sincere heart, sis. So at the end of the day, you thought that you was doing something for your sister, and you was trying to hope that, whatever she had going on was gonna go away. It wasn't for her. It was for the Most High God saw that. So it's a beautiful thing that you did because you did it with all sincerity for a loved one. You get what I'm saying? So it's not saying go out there just doing that for everybody. Oh, sis, okay, I'm gonna do this, and God is gonna. No, you really care. It was something that you really felt that you should do for somebody. But then you see again, like, boy, 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 boy. Life will show you certain things. Trust me. When I say trust me, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Trust me, I know.
Can we keep reading?
You want to keep reading?
I mean, I just want to give verse 14.
Go for it.
Because he said, I behaved myself as
That's
though
it.
he had been my friend or
Hey,
brother.
yeah, there you go.
It said, I bow down heavily as one that mourneth for his mother. Hey, that's a bar.
Man, that's a bar, man.
Bar.
I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or my brother. Hey, I thought you was my guy. I'm over here on my knees praying the Lord heal you, and you ain't never been right. But the Lord saw that you had a sincere heart, so the Lord will put you around other people. And that was a test. That was a test to see what you would do, and you passed the test.
All praises.
Because now I'm gonna give you a righteous friend. Now I'm gonna give you righteous friends that's gonna pray and fast for you now. God forbid you ever have to go through anything. Hey, I'm gonna send these people that pray for you and fast for you, even when you ain't even thinking about it. They doing it because you did it first. So that's some good stuff, man. Gotta look at it like that.
That's deep. That's deep. All praises. Let's grab Sirach 13, 15 through 18.
I was just about to go there. Good precept, King.
All praises.
Yeah.
It's Rock chapter 13 and verse 15. Verse 13, I'm in chapter 13, verse 15. It says, every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. Is that kind of what we just said? If you got simple friends, you will be simple. If you got
Yep. Birds of a feather flock together.
That's right.
17, it says, what fellowship has the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. Verse 18, what agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor?
All praise. So again, also birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be around those who are like spirit, because as you know, it's like when I go around my mom, my family, and I'm always talking about the Bible, it seems like it does something to their spirit. It does something to their spirit. They don't want to hear about the book. They want to talk about something else. My cousin called me one day and we was talking, and I went to the Bible. He was like, cuz, man, can we talk about something else except the Bible? I'm like, what are we going to talk about? We don't have the same spirit, because yeah, it's okay to ask about the football game or whatnot, but that's all you want to talk about. Let's talk about God. He didn't want to do that. So, all right, cuz, I'm gonna talk to you later. We don't have the same spirit, and you can't try to force it. That's like trying to put a square into a round peg. They're not gonna. It's like Charlie Brown. This how you gonna sound to them. Wah 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 wah. I heard that on the song the other day. But that's how you gonna sound to them, because it's going right over their head, or in one ear and out the other ear. And after a while, you're gonna get that's gonna be tiresome to you, to your spirit. And we did a lesson on that last weekend. Be not weary of well doing, but also don't put yourself in situations where you know you're gonna be wasting your oil or your knowledge to people who's not going to pick it up. That's like casting pearls upon swine. So
and that's what the Lord told us who we supposed to be friends with.
Kind.
Deal. Like you can be with people. They ask you a question, hey, brother, hey, I got a YouTube channel here. Check this out.
Yeah.
If you know they got to be a waste of time here, check the YouTube down. Here's the flyer. If you need something, hey, just watch the video right quick, and then I did a topic on it. Here you go. Check that out. If they don't watch the video, hey, you didn't really want to learn.
You want to learn?
Cause don't want to like. I'm gonna use my mother for an example. My mother made me laugh a lot. She was like, it'd be people that want to call her to ask me a question about the Bible. And she was like, why? She said, y'all know we had a Sabbath every Sabbath at the location we at. She said, if you really want to know about this truth, pull up. And guess what they do? They don't pull up, but they want to call and ask a question. She said, hey, well, you ain't interested. And she said, I'm not going to give Josh your number. I'm not going to tell him that you got a question. She said, because if you really want to know, pull up on the Sabbath. And guess what? He'll answer all your questions on the Sabbath.
That's right.
She said he will change the whole Sabbath just to answer all your questions.
I'm a witness.
And guess what? They never show up. So I say, okay, I guess they don't want to hear the word. So that's the way I do it now. Because I used to go, I pull up and talk to them about the Bible and drive. I used to do that silly stuff. And I realized it was pointless. They didn't want to hear it. Now I got it to the point now where, okay, if you really want to hear it, come. It's right here. It's right here. Ain't like I'm in Nova Scotia. I'm down the street. You can pull up and come and we'll talk about it. And then we got the YouTube channels you can watch. And I said, if I ain't got it, I said, I'm pretty sure Yeshurun got it in his library somewhere. So you can look it up on both channels.
It's somewhere.
So I said, we're not, if you're really sincere, and I did like 3 topics today, man. I've been feeling like I had to be in the spirit. I did a topic on being diligent and laboring in work. I said, how do we expect certain things if we're slothful? The Lord is not dealing with slothful spirits. You have to show yourself diligent. So if you want the Lord to be in your life, you got to show yourself diligent towards him. That's the same thing with anybody. So why would I want a friend to like anybody when it comes to brotherhood? You got to show yourself as a brother. You can't just say, "Hey, I'm your brother." Prove it.
What
A
you
brother
doing?
is born for adversity. Are you gonna have
Mm-hmm.
my back when all hell breaking loose? Are you gonna be there when I need a prayer? Are you gonna be there when I need a fast? Are you gonna be there when I need you? Well, I'm your brother. No, you're not. You're not. You're just a person that says that word. I hate that.
Entitled only.
Boy, I know that's a precept too, man. That's a mean one too. Yeah, that one.
I think it's funny how y'all said, certain people want to hit. They say they want to hit work, they don't want to hit. Because I had a coworker today. I was sitting in the nurse office because I'm always chopping it up there in the front office. And a coworker walked in and she was talking about her birthday. And I was just looking, I was listening, I was waiting for it. She was like, for some reason, on my birthday, something bad always happens. I said, you want me to tell you why? And she looked at me, she was like, when she dipped out of that, I said, you want me to tell you why? Because she know what's up.
Now
Man,
they don't know. And in the end, they're gonna try to claim ignorance, but it's not gonna
man.
work. You can't
It's funny
claim.
because the nurse asked. She said, "So why is it bad to celebrate birthdays?" I said, "Because in the Bible, all hell broke loose on her birthday every time for our people, bro." I said, "That's why all hell broke loose for her when she was celebrating her birthday." I said, "She didn't want to hear it though, so we just let her go." You know,
Grab, Josh, you still looking for that precept?
What precept was I looking for? I forgot
Oh,
that
I thought you were
fast.
looking for something. Grab Psalms 133 and 1.
I was-
133 and 1.
what reason was I looking for? That's that mind racing 1,000 miles at a time.
Always, man. Because I was thinking about, I was gonna bring it out a little later, but yeah, I'll bring it out. That's a beautiful precept, Psalms 133 and 1.
Psalm chapter 133 and verse 1. It says, "Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity." It is
Pleasant and
like
good for brothers to dwell together. Keyword in unity.
it
Go ahead.
says, it is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garment,
That's how precious it was. Boy, that's a mean precept, man.
Now
as
we
the
do know. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ken.
as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. And there the Lord commanded the blessings, even life forevermore.
Oh, praise. Now we do know that, you know what I'm saying, there's going to come situations where we have disagreements. And the Bible gives us the way how to resolve those disagreements. Let's go to the book of First Corinthians, chapter 6, start at verse 1. And a lot of times those disagreements be lack of knowledge by one of the parties. And that other party is supposed to be able to bring his brother up to speed in the spirit of meekness, not in all he don't know nothing and boom, boom, boom. No, in the spirit of meekness. And if that brother is willing to receive it, then we can continue to move forward as brethren and unity. But we can't go forward in unity if we got strife. That's because that strife is going to turn to something bigger and bigger. And then we're going to just fall out. Go ahead, Ken.
First Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 1. It said, "Dare any of you having a matter against another go to law before the unjust and not before the saints?"
So hold on, right there. So right there telling you between you and that brother, you ain't bringing everybody else in right now. If you and that brother can come into an agreement, that's all good. We're gonna go to the law. Me and that brother gonna go to this book right here, book chapter verse. Not how I feel, not how you feel. We're not putting our emotions in it. We're gonna give you thus says the Most High God to resolve whatever issue that we have. Go ahead, King.
Verse 2, it says, "Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?"
I say y'all ain't small enough. Y'all ain't got enough sense to judge whatever's going on between you two by going to the law. That's brotherhood. You really love your brother. Let's go. Let's resolve this because I don't like strife with my brothers. I don't like this feeling that we got towards each other. So let's go on and try to straighten this out. All right, go verse 3.
Verse 3, It says, know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? Verse 4, it says, if then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church.
That means everybody in the church should be on the same mindset. So you don't have to have an elder been in here 30 years, the young brother, the youngest person, because everybody's on the same mindset. We all in agreement. So he's going to tell you the same thing that the elder's going to tell you. Go ahead, King.
Verse 5, it says, I speak to your shame. Is it so that there is not a wise man among you? No, not one that shall be able to judge between his brethren. But brother goeth to law with brother, and that before the unbeliever. Now therefore there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law one with another. Why do ye not rather take wrong? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Nay, ye do wrong and defraud, and that your brethren.
In verse 9.
Verse 9. It says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind.
So basically, the gist I wanted to get out of those scriptures that we just read, God gives us a way, a blueprint to work out our differences between each other, between one another, because there's no such thing as a perfect marriage. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. When we run into those pitfalls and roadblocks in those relationships, there's answers right here, but everybody must be willing to go to the law and be able and to humble. That's a key word. Humble yourself. A lot of times we don't know how to humble ourselves. We don't want to look, we don't want to be wrong. Man, take that, it said, take that fault. If that's going to make you better, you know what I'm saying? If that's going to correct you so that we can continue to move forth in unity. I cannot continue to move forth with you if you're not willing to humble yourself and take accountability for your actions. Or because I'm going to take accountability for what I did. Because I know that could keep me out of the kingdom. Pride will keep you out of the kingdom. Pride come before destruction, because that's what's coming next after that pride, your destruction. It might not come today, it might not come tomorrow, but we know the Bible says that it's going to come. So we're not playing, we playing with the Most High God, and he sees all. Let's jump to the book of 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22.
It's 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 22. It says, seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren. See that ye love one another with a pure heart.
So you will purify your soul by what? Obeying the law. That's how you purify yourself. And the word unfeigned means genuine, sincere, real, true, honest, authentic, upfront, and unforced. And I like the authentic and upfront. That's what unfeigned means. So he said, in the spirit of unfeigned, in the spirit of being honest and authentic, being real. Don't be no faker. I'd rather a person just, if they don't like me, I'd rather them tell me why. I can't trust those people. And then we can figure out what problem you have with me. And then we can work it out. Because a lot of times it'd be a misunderstanding. A lot of times you're going off what somebody else have said about that person. No, you get to know that person yourself. And a lot of times you're like, damn, you're not how you were described as being. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard that? Damn, I thought you was a certain way because you've been listening to somebody else and not getting to know me. So now I had that at the job I was working at. Dude didn't like me for some reason. And come to find out, this other guy on my job was jealous of me and he was telling people all kinds of stuff. I'm like, nah. But everything comes out. Everything comes out. Go ahead, King.
I said, right. That's what it's like over here too.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I don't want it to be that way, but sometimes that's what it is, because people go off what they've heard. That's why, and that's going to be a good class this weekend. Talebearing. That's where that comes into effect. And you run around telling stuff and talking about people behind their back. And I'm gonna just be real. That's a coward. That's a coward. I don't like cowards. If you don't like me, let me know. Then I can deal with you. I can deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Now I know how to deal with you. All right, go ahead, King. Grab Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. I got a perfect scripture just popped in my head. I think it's in Psalms 53. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9.
Here's Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse number 9. It says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he has not another to help him up.
Mm-hmm.
It says again, if 2 lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? It says if one prevail against him, 2 shall stand with him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
So that's a brother that's down. That's a brother or your sister for your sister. That's a sister that's down. 2 is better than 1. Because I want to go to the book of grab Luke 22, 31 and 32. This is what happens when you're alone. You get into your own head.
This is Luke chapter 22 and verse 31. It says, and the Lord says, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee.
Now this Christ said, I have. Now what did Christ say? I'm your brother. I'm praying for you because Satan desires to sift you, which means get you all over here by yourself. So now you're in your own head. You don't have somebody else sharpening your skill. You don't have anybody else correcting you. And everything that you're doing, you think is right because you don't have nobody telling you, nah, that's wrong. You're going left. Go ahead, King.
It says, but I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren.
So when you get by strong, strengthen your brother. 1 Peter 5 and 8. When you get strong, strengthen your brother. But again, 2 is better than 1. We ought to be surrounded by like-minded brothers and sisters. It's never good to be by yourself. It's never good to be by yourself. That's when the enemy can creep in because, again, you don't have anybody correcting you when you go left. As a man thinketh, so is he. So you ain't going to think nothing that you're doing is wrong. Or you don't have anybody that corrects you. Or sometimes people separate themselves because of the correction. You know what I'm saying? They can't take or they won't receive the correction, so they just don't go to separate themselves. That's not a good move. Satan got you already. Go ahead, King.
1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So
the reason the enemy wants to separate you is so that he can destroy you. That's what his job is, to destroy you. Once he get into your mind, that's where the destruction starts. Everything starts in the spiritual and then it manifests into the physical. Go ahead, Ken. You got something, Brother Joshua?
Yeah, can we go to Psalms chapter 2 and verse 2? Start at verse 1.
Okay, I got you. It's Psalms chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine
Go ahead.
And the people imagine a vain thing.
So why the heathen man and why do they see vain things? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It says the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying.
So now you got the so-called white man and all these other nations out there coming together to do what? Like Yeshua just brought out in 1 Peter chapter 5. That they're seeking their adversary to destroy what they don't like seeing. And what is that? Go ahead, King.
It says, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
So he said, let us stop the brotherhood. Let's prove that it's saying, let's stop the brotherhood. It says, let us break their bands asunder. Now let's see what that means. Let's go to Zechariah chapter, what verse I want to? chapter 11 and verse 14. Let's show you that that's what it's talking about. I'm gonna show you. They don't want to see the brotherhood. Know why? Because they know once we get together, we are impossible to stop. Hey, just read the book of Maccabees, man.
Con.
Zechariah 11 and verse 14.
It's like Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 14. It says, Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel.
That's what their job is to do, to cut off the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. That's what the white man want to do. They hate that. They hate when they see us coming together, uniting, and walking in this truth.
You know, I gotta get it right.
Hey, explain that, like Judah and Israel. Like people don't know.
Okay, so it's, well, you don't want to say it like that, but I was gonna say two nations, but you got the northern kingdom, you got the southern kingdom. You got Judah, which is the so-called blacks, and the Haitians, and if you got the chart, you can look at it like that, which represent the so-called Hispanics and the Native Americans. So you got, like, I don't know if y'all got the chart. If anybody got the chart, I don't know. Yeah, so show them what it looked like if you can. And it's really, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. That's the southern kingdom.
Okay, let's see. I hope this works when I flip this screen. It ain't doing right.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's cool. That's cool. I don't have one on my laptop. But basically, it's Israel. But like you said, the southern kingdom is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The northern kingdom is like Issachar. Issachar, Zebulon, Gad.
Yeah.
The other 10.
So what's it says? This says something.
Go ahead, sis. I ain't see it. I've seen some flash on the screen. Who wrote that? Sister, you're trying.
This is the one right here. Hey, I'm finna send y'all one right here. This is another one I use sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, Khan, y'all were just talking about the unity, and I was just saying, even when you see our brothers teaching together, you can see how strong it is when we are together, because we're looking out for one another. We're making sure everybody's safe, and it just flows like the way they read and the precepts they already know that their brother's going to bring out. It's like they're on one accord, and then it's just powerful that way. It's just, and if it can always be that way, whether it's on the street or not, then that's the brotherhood.
That's it.
And I'm gonna say something like, I'm up here in Tallahassee. I don't really know anybody, but last Saturday I went up to the Piggly Wiggly because I know IUIC be up there, and I jumped out. You know what I'm saying? Just to be around some like-minded brothers in the flesh up here. So yeah, all praise the Most High God for that. We in this truth, you long for to be around righteous people, because, like Brother Joshua was saying earlier, we always surrounded by wicked people every day. So it's like refreshing when you even see somebody with fringes out in public. So that just do something to your spirit. So yeah, all praise to the Most High God.
Oh, I got a precept right quick. I gotta get it because
Bring it out,
John started. Psalms chapter 83 and 1.
Bring it out.
It says, "Keep not thy silence, O God, and hold not thy peace." It says, "And be not still, O God, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against the hidden ones." It says, "They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance."
Yeah, man. So that's their whole job. They come together to stop their brotherhood, man, because they know that when we unite together and be on one accord, they hate it. Can I get a couple more precepts if you didn't mind, King?
Go ahead, King.
In Hebrews 13 and verse 1, King.
Yep. And then let thy brotherly love continue. Is that it?
Yep, that's it. That's exactly what it is.
Hebrews 13 and 1. Let thy brotherly love continue.
Yeah, that's
all right. Let's go to Let's go to Isaiah chapter 11, and I'm going to start at verse 12.
Okay.
Get right to the meat.
This is Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 12. It says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
13.
Verse 13, it says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Keep going.
Verse 14, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and
They shall
Moab.
do what?
They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them.
So right there, it show you that the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom is going to come back together, and we're going to be going up against these nations. But the key part of that, it said the dispersed, the outcast. That's not everybody. That's only the brothers that have that holy bond, the brothers that are in this walk righteously. So everybody's not going to be fighting that day. It's just going to be the ones Most High God, His elect, right? And we're going to come together, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, and we're going to be fighting against our adversaries, which Brother Damon just read in Psalms 83. A lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of our people don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? They think that these nations are our friends, and they're not. God tell you in Psalms 83, what the brother just read, that if they God's enemies, what you think they are to you? How can they be God's enemy and He's our Father and they're not your enemy? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. They are our enemies because they are the enemy of my Father. And if they don't like my Father, what you think they're going to do to you? They don't like you either.
Oh, they're going to love you? No.
Nah, they're going to love me and hate my Father. Make that make sense.
Can I say something on that?
Go ahead, Cam.
You said that we're going to put hands on Edom and Moab in that day, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
I ain't said it.
the Bible said it. Yeah, I made sure.
Kind.
So let's say you got a friend, quote unquote. You got to do the quotation marks. You got a so-called friend. And they say, yeah, we a friend. I said, you and your friend having a so-called spiritual conversation. And you talking about, Lord's will we make it to the kingdom, man. Hey, brother, give me the book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. And they're like, oh, yeah, man, I like that one. Yeah, give me Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Y'all talking, get in the spirit. Give me verse 21. Prepare slaughter for it. And you hold on. And he started like, hold on, bro. What you mean? What you mean what I mean, bro? That's going to be a good day. I don't know about that one, bro. But the Lord said it.
Man,
give me
Psalms children up against the stone, man.
Hey, give me Psalms 137. And they like, well, I don't agree with that, brother. Hold on. What you mean you don't agree with that? That's according to the Bible. Give me the book of Psalms. What chapter that say we're going to dance in the wicked's blood? We're going to dance in the blood.
I'm talking about moonwalking.
I don't know about that, Josh. I can't rock with that. I said, but the Lord told us we have to. He said he gonna make Israel and Judah go against these other nations. We are his battle axes. He said that. I don't wanna do that. That's a brother you can't be around. Because the Bible said, let's get a precept in Jeremiah. Because you brought up, like you want to be around these brothers, but this is what the Bible say. Because in that time, we can't do it now, clearly. But when the Lord comes, get Jeremiah 48 and verse 10. This is a mean precept because you got some brothers that don't agree with it.
You gonna get us all killed?
Yeah, he don't agree with it, man. He said, I don't. But hey, he got. You know what spirit he got? He got the Saul spirit.
Yeah.
When he was supposed to kill all the Amalekites.
That Saul spirit. Okay, the Saul spirit. Yeah.
He ain't got the Saul spirit, man. And then the Lord told him, "Hey, destroy all the Amalekites." And he said, "Well, nah, he ain't that bad."
He ain't that bad.
Yeah, we ain't killing. He all right. But he did that though. Even the other Edomite, what's his name? Obed Edomite, the one that he was killing Israelites and Saul thought it was okay. He always had that spirit on him, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read Jeremiah 48 and 10, King.
It's Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 10. It It
Look what the
says,
Bible. This is what the Lord says. This is what He said. This ain't Josh. This ain't Yeshurun. This ain't Damon. But in that day, Lord's will, man.
Jeremiah 48:10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood.
Hey, that's what the Lord say, man. When it comes to that time, you can't be like, that's why He got to give us a new spirit, new mind. Well, hey, I feel like He's working on mine right now because I don't feel bad about it.
I don't feel bad at all.
Psalms 137, I get excited reading it. I get excited.
I think I always had that spirit.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's my brother's gonna be in that spirit with me. We ain't gonna be like, not that one, Josh. He was nice. He was nice. Hey, brother, you gonna be with him, man. You gonna join him, man. Hand joint together.
Grab Jeremiah 51 and start at verse 19 and 20.
Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse number 19.
See?
It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdom.
Can't make that stuff up.
Keep going.
There you go. Yeah. See, us brothers, we love that.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee I will break in pieces the chariots with his rider. With thee also I will break in the pieces man and woman. And with thee I will break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. And with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers.
All praises to the Most High. So if you don't have that spirit right there, in that day, I don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? I always think about that movie, Bird Box, when the man told them, don't let everybody in the house. And they let the man in the house and he went to killing everybody. We can't have that spirit in that day. That's why the Bible says, know those who labor among you. Everybody can't come. And like we read in 2 Timothy, we soldiers. God is the man of war. God is the man of war. What happens in war? People get killed. You need good soldiers by your side. Not what's that book? When God said, if they lap like dogs, send them home.
Gideon, Judges.
Gideon. It's not about numbers.
Oh, they were drinking the water.
Yeah, it's not about numbers because when the dog lap, what they do is still looking. That's warrior minded. I'm going to be lapping, but I'm going to also be looking at the battlefield. I'm not out here being letting my guard down, basically. Those are the type of people that you want with you, even in this walk, even in the spiritual walk. We don't have time to let our guards down, especially these days, these last days. And we see what's going on with this government and with some of our own people. I said 2025 is the year of the coon. They're coming out the woodworks. We got to even watch out for our so-called own people. They gonna go back and tell Master like Harriet Tubman.
Come on, boss.
Yeah, they went back and told. So she didn't let them go back. If they want to go back, she gonna take care of you. That's what we gotta watch everybody. We gotta be walking with brothers in the bond. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only brothers I want to holy bond of brotherhood. Because we got an agreement and we got something that's holding us together, which is these laws, statutes, commandments, and the Most High God. Those are the only brothers I want with me. I don't want none of these other brothers with me. Now, we're going to still give them word. We're going to still try to bring them along. But if they resist, man, we got to.
Oh, I like how you said that. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17.
Bring it up.
It says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
That's right.
We're going to say Well, so we gotta say it. You take it how you take it.
If they receive it, if they receive it or if they reject it, they gonna get it. Now the ball's in their court. But I'm not finna have no dead weight with me that's gonna get us all caught and killed. Nah, I'm not doing that. Because we are soldiers, and that's the time that we're in right now. All right, let's get ready to close it out. Galatians chapter 6, verse 1.
The book of Galatians chapter 6, verse 1.
Yeah.
Yep. Verse 1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
So his brother fall, according to the book of Proverbs 24:16, a just man falleth 7 times. So a just man fell. So we all might fall. We all might be in that situation where we fall or we short on the spirit. So we need brothers that's spiritual, right? The prayer of a spiritual man availeth much. So we want spiritual brothers around us when we fall so that we can get back up and continue moving forward, right? I remember when I was in boot camp and we did this long road march, right? And like, shoot, it had to be like 15, 20 miles. And we had this one brother, he had short legs and he was getting tired. We had the rucksacks on, we had everything, all our gear. And what they did, they would tie a rope to one of the brothers and tie the rope to him and pull him along. You know what I'm saying? No man left behind unless he just fall down and don't want to get up and keep going. But as long as he giving the effort to continue to move forward, we gonna help him. But if you fall and think we finna pick you up and drag you, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. You have to show an effort. That's how it was with God. You have to. The church think that all you have to do is believe and put no works in. The book tells us that by work and faith are you saved. You have to be given an effort. Go ahead, Ken.
Still don't understand that because it's like you could think about it both ways. How you gonna sit there like me? I didn't finish high school and say I have faith that I'm gonna just go to college and graduate. And I didn't just sit there and kept saying that over and over again. I had to go. I had to put the work in. I got the degree. You gotta put the work in. So why you don't think it's the same way to get the kingdom? You just think you can just say I believe and just go with it. That is complete madness, man.
But that's what we've been taught in these churches. You don't have to do nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to keep no law. You don't have to love your brethren. You don't have to look out for you don't have to do nothing. All you got to do is believe in the blood of Jesus. He spilled the blood on me and all that, and you're going to heaven.
No. What did the white man say? Newton law? No. If you ain't got action, you're not going to get a reaction.
Exactly.
Every action is an equal or opposite reaction.
Thank you. Thank you. You can't just be like, I have faith this car is going to move. You're going to get in there, you're going to crank it up, or depending on what's happening in your situation, you're going to get behind it and you're going to push it. It's not just going to move by itself, bro.
I believe that this food is going to be in my refrigerator. Yeah, if you go get grocery. You got to get the grocery first.
I have faith that I'm going to have $1,000 in my bank account. Yeah, when you get paid in 2 weeks.
I gotta
Why? Because you went to work.
Let me grab something real quick. Second Esdras, chapter 9. I think that's what I want. Real quick. Second Esdras. So Second Esdras, chapter 9, and where is it? Okay, yeah. Second Esdras, chapter 9. We'll start at go ahead, King. Second Esdras 9 and start at 7.
It's Second Esdras chapter 9 and verse 7. And everyone, Israel, that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed.
So boom. Works, faith, and belief. All right, continue, verse 8.
Verse 8, shall be preserved from the impending perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified myself from this word.
All praises. So again, we got to put in that work. We got to surround ourselves with like-minded brothers and sisters in this walk, so that when we do get tired, when we do lose steam, we got some brothers that can pour into us, pour oil into us, right? So that we can continue in this journey that leads towards the kingdom. Where I want to go. I say, you got anything else?
Yes, because Sister Connor, she put it down there, but I wanted to wait to the end. I had it in my head already since and then you said it, but see, nobody's seen it. So yes. So I'm bringing it out now.
Bring it out.
This is all right, chapter 25 and verse 1. In
Precept.
3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful before God and men. And this is the first one. The unity of brethren. The love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to be on the same page, man. You got to be on the same page. Can I get a couple precepts if you ain't mind?
Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 18 and verse 24. A man that have friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. So that's levels on that, man. Let's go to 1 John chapter 3 and verse. 1 John 3, and we get straight to the point, Or we could get 16.
Yeah,
3 and 16. This is 1 John 3 and 16. Hereby perceive we the love of God, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. You see that? If you so-called this brotherhood, you must understand it.
Go to 10, please.
Go
to 10. Please go to 10.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna start at 10 at first. I was gonna start at 10, but verse 10. In this the children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because I want to bring something out. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God, neither he that love not his brother. So you can't rock with a lot of people, man. Because if you ain't doing righteousness, you ain't of God. And the Bible tell you in so many precepts, you guys separate from these Negroes. Separate from the wicked. Let me get that right quick. This is another one. Let's go to where I want to go. 1 Corinthians chapter 5. I get the one in 1 Corinthians chapter 5. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, and we'll read verse 11. But now I have written unto you not to keep company if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator or covetous or idolater or railer or drunkener or extortioner, which such and one not to eat. So don't be dealing with all these people that God tell you not to deal with. We can't deal with them. The Lord say, don't deal with them. It says, for what have I to do to judge them also that are without? Do not ye judge them that are within? But them that are without, God judgeth. So we can't deal with everybody, because the Lord is going to deal with. We're only going to deal with the people in our circle. It says, therefore,
King, real quick, explain without and within. A lot of people don't understand what that means.
Without is without this understanding. Within is within this understanding. So if you within this understanding, hey, we with you. But if you without it, the Lord is gonna deal with you, because you don't want to hear it.
You're trying to be here. You're trying to hear.
You ain't here with us. It says, but them that are without, God judgeth. Therefore, put away from among yourselves that wicked person. The Lord tell you to put away that wicked person. You got to put away wicked people, man. It's sometimes it be hard, and you got to, because you don't want to have no company with wicked people. You won't now, and when it comes to brotherhood, you want that love, and like we have, like Romans 15:4 give us an example of certain things. But David had a brotherly love with Jonathan. They had made a covenant together to be brothers. Look at this. This is 1 Samuel. I like it when they talk about brotherly love. This is something I like to talk about. This is 1 Samuel chapter 18. Got a couple more in there. I'll let it go after that. First Samuel chapter, man. First Samuel 18:1, King. This is a mean one, man.
First Samuel chapter
Hey,
18, like
yeah,
verse 1.
yeah, man.
First Samuel chapter 18 and verse 1 says, and it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul.
And that's real brotherly love. Now, this ain't no, see, you got to make sure you clarify this. This ain't no homosexual type stuff.
Yeah.
This is real brotherly love.
No
Because
digging.
love your neighbor as you love yourself.
This was, hey, this is that. This is that.
Mhm.
Exactly
This
what
is
it
the
is.
example. Go ahead, King.
Verse 2. And Saul took him that day and would let him go no more home to his father's house.
Uh-huh.
Then Jonathan and David made a covenant because he loved him as his own soul.
Uh-huh.
And Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him and gave it to David, and his garments, even to his sword, and to his bow, and to his girdle.
So he said, hey, bro, here, take all my stuff. Now I don't want to sound bad when I say this. Well, I use it in the military term. Let's say you go in the war. You're in war. I was going to use it as street lingo, but you in war and your partner run out of bullets. You gave him your bullets and your bulletproof vest and your helmet. You gave him everything. Like, here, bro, you have it. They trying to shoot you anyways. So he stripped himself to look out for his brother. That's a real man. That's a real brother. That's that love. Like you in a shootout with your homeboy. I don't want to sound like that. And you run out of bullets and you say, here, get it. You did your turn. That's what they basically did. He said, you have it, bro. This is for you. Because they coming for you anyway. So you need to be straight out here.
That means somebody's naked, man.
I'm gonna get one more. Go to 2 Samuel chapter 1 and verse. I'm gonna show you how much he loved his brother, man. This is the brotherhood that we look for to having. This is a brotherhood right here. Verse chapter 2 Samuel chapter 1 and verse 25. It's mean precept, man. This is brotherly love.
2 Samuel chapter 1 and verse 25. It says, how are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle? O Jonathan, thou wast slain in thine high places.
So he died. Jonathan died. Sad, man. Let's keep going.
Verse 26. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me.
See that? Brotherly love is about being pleasant to one each other, man. Go ahead.
Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women.
Man, you can't make this stuff up. This brother said, hey, you love me. And a woman's supposed to love you. Hey, I'm talking about love you. But this brother loved this man. This is a deep precept, man. This is brotherly love, man.
He basically laid down his life for him.
Laid down his, hey, this brother, hey.
We just read that. A friend be willing to die. Man.
Hey, he loved him, man. Now look at this next verse. This is a mighty verse because it's twofold, because we talked about this earlier.
Verse 27. How are the mighty fallen and the weapons of war perish?
Yeah, because we are the weapons of war for God. So it's a mighty precept when you think about it. But yeah, man, he loved them. That's that. If you're looking for any type of brotherly love or brotherly bond or unity, look at these examples that we see, man. We could go throughout the whole Bible dealing with this and saying how these brothers loved each other. Even get something cool. Even Habakkuk made a plate for Daniel and pulled up in the lion's den. He could have been like, I ain't about to go in that damn lion's den. No, but here he go, Daniel. I know you're hungry, but I heard about you being in the lion's den. Got you a plate. Hey, if your partner is in a damn alligator pit, are you gonna drop down there and be like, here you go, bro, I got you some chicken right quick. I heard that you was hungry. You've been here for a minute. Are you gonna do that for your partner? No, you're not. You gotta think about it.
So it depends because
it depends.
That alligator could smell it and then attack my boy for the food.
Hey, that's what happened today, though. He
But
was in the lion's den, and Habakkuk pulled up with the angel, and he gave him a plate to eat.
Oh, then yeah, Josh, if you and Yeshua was down there, man, that chicken coming down there, man. I want y'all to know that.
Oh, praise. We're going to get that chicken up.
Yeah, bro, stop
That chicken
playing.
don't stand a chance with our people. Boy, look at him. Oh, praise. You got anything else, King?
Nah, I did.
I got one more, and it's gonna be bad
All right.
what I said, but it's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
did have one.
No, you good.
You got.
Go to John chapter 6 and 70. It's the main precept. So it's always so he give us these things to warn. So we know we're gonna have brotherly love, and we gotta have this wonderful bond, and we gotta be separate. But always know, always know, always know this verse right here, man. And it's sad to say this, but Lord's will, we ain't gotta worry about this in the kingdom. But you just better be always prepared, man. Always prepared, because hey, if you, the Bible tell you the servant is not greater than his master. So read verse 70, King. Watch how mean this is, man.
You said 7?
70, chapter
70.
6 and verse 70.
This is John chapter 6 and verse 70. Jesus answered them, have not I chosen you 12? And
See,
one of
I
you
told
is
you. Go ahead.
and one of you is a devil?
You see that? You see that? In the same book, he said, you are my friends if you do as I say. But then he told the same friends that, but one in that group was a devil.
Yep.
Hey, how shall I keep his friends close and his enemies close?
I'm telling you, man, you better always, hey, don't, hey. You
Right.
got, hey, but they knew, but he knew though. Ain't like he didn't know he was a devil. He knew
Right.
because he had that spirit on, and you better watch everybody's spirit.
I ain't
Hey.
trying to be funny. It's like in Paid in Full.
Yeah,
I got something I want
everybody
to
knew about
bring
that
up real
Rico.
quick.
You know Rico had
Rico,
that
the uncle, the uncle friend, all of them.
yeah, man.
Everybody.
Man. You gotta know those spirits on people. So you better know the people you surround yourself around and know and check their spirits. And then you gotta check them, man. Sometimes you gotta check people in their spirits because you can't. Because Judas had that covenant spirit on him. He always wanted the bag.
Money. He want that bag.
And he sold out for money. He sold Jesus out for how many pieces of
For
silver?
chicken change.
Hey, I want to grab something in Psalms 55, that whole chapter, if y'all don't mind. The whole chapter, Psalms 55, is 23 verses.
Listen, sold me out for chicken change.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Man,
dang.
like, nah, take the money back. Nah, too late.
Yeah, take the money back.
Too late.
Hey, this is Psalm chapter 55 and verse 1. It says, give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked. For they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is sore pain within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror has overwhelmed me. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then I would fly away and be at rest. Lo, then would I wander far off and remain in the wilderness, Salah. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Verse 9. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongue. For I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. Verse 12. For it was not an enemy that reproached me. Then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him. But it was thou, a man my equal, my God, and mine acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together and walked into the house of God in company. Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick to hell for wickedness in their dwellings among them.
Now we don't learn this in church. Now this was a close person to King David, right? He was
in the
a
spirit.
brother.
Notice in the spirit, it's talking about Yahushua and Judas.
Yeah. It was an acquaintance, right? Somebody that's close. So again, that's why the Bible says, know those who labor among you, because we might have some Judases among us that's praying. Was that song? Praying for my downfall. That's what they do. They act like they're your friends. And also, I had brought this out reading last night in Sirach 12 and 10, but that's later on. Go ahead. Go back to where you were, 17.
Verse 16. It says, as for me, I will call upon God, and the Lord shall save me. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. He has delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many with me. Verse 19. God shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old, Salah. Because they have no changes, but therefore they fear not God. He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Verse 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Verse 23. But thou, O God, shalt bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee.
So I want to narrow down on verse 19 where it says, because they have no changes. When you see a person is not changing, that means you got to depart from that person. No changes. They're not trying to repent. They're not trying to examine themselves. They're not trying to be better. They're just trying to stay stuck. And then that person is going to pull you down with them as well. Go ahead, Ken.
Can I? You finish on that? I want to get this because we talked about brotherhood. I want to get this one precept and show you how it was when it happened. Let's go to Matthew 26. We all know Matthew 26. Sad chapter, man. Sad chapter, man. Sad chapter, man. You're in the spirit, you know it's a sad chapter. All he wanted to do is get his body anointed and covered with the oil, and then his disciples complain about what you getting this oil on you. We could soak this and got
I started from verse 6.
No, we ain't got to start. We ain't got done. We ain't got to start right there.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were going to start at verse 6.
So I thought we were going to do
No. I'm going to get to the point what we're talking about. This is going to be a main point. Let's start at verse 47.
Okay. Oh, 47.
This is Matthew chapter 26 and verse 47.
And this is after the prayer.
Okay.
You know the prayer he prayed at Gethsemane. The prayer he prayed,
and they would sleep, ain't it? This
is after the prayer.
Okay.
So you got to see what kind of spirit Yahushua was in. This is some heavy stuff. So remember what Yeshua and Dame just brought out, Psalms 55. Go ahead, King.
This is Matthew chapter 26 and verse 47. It says, and while he yet spake low, Judas, one of the 12, came, and with him a great multitude with swords and staves from the chief priests and elders of the people. Now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whosoever I shall kiss, that same is he. Hold him back. And forthwith he came to Jesus and said, Hail, Master, and kissed him.
Now look what Jesus said. Now this is a cut to the throat of Judas. He killed him with his own words. Go ahead.
Verse 50. And Jesus said unto him, friend.
What Jesus said?
Friend.
What Jesus called him?
Friend. Where art thou come? Wherefore art thou come? Slap. Then came they and laid hands on Jesus and took him.
You see that? Boy. Hey. Them words cut him. He felt bad afterwards. That's why he tried to give back. I was wrong. Too late, friend. Because what he said, I'm your friend. Man, this book it's a heavy book, man. So that brotherhood, he broke that brotherhood for the bag.
The bag.
You got a lot of brothers that do the same thing, man.
And let's close out with 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 8 through 18.
The all people, bro.
I mean, it's like it. 1 Peter chapter 3, 8 through 18.
This 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8. Finally, be all of one mind, having compassion one of another. Love as brethren. Be pitiful. Be courteous. Yeah, that's what it is. Not rendering evil for evil or railing for railings, but contrariwise blessings, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing. For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and let his lips that they speak no guile. Let him eschew evil and do good. Let him seek peace and ensue it. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayer. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good? And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. Having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversations in Christ. For it is better, if the will of God be so, that ye suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing.
Mm-hmm.
For Christ also has once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit.
All praises to the Most High God. With that being said, Kwame Rala, the title of the lesson was The Holy Bond of Brotherhood.
Yeah. Show you right. You know, the Bible says, Hebrews 10 and 25, man, do not forsake the assembling of yourselves together.